What's up, YouTube? Was having a discussion earlier on TikTok today about our wants versus our needs. For example, if you were to get everything you wanted in a snap, would you be content for the rest of your life? And the answer is obviously no, because we don't know who we are. So this version of myself, or the version of yourself that has these wants, okay, and we have been conditioned to want a lot, that has made us completely oblivious to the things we actually need. Okay, so if we were to get everything we needed right now instead of the things we want, would we be happy? And should we even be pursuing happiness as a means to the end life goal? Is that wise? Moving from a smart grid city to a place like this has me really questioning what I want, what I need, and even what I think I want, what I think I need. And why I'm even asking myself these questions. So I feel like there's so much to unpack here, because I'm in that position where I believed all of my problems would be magically solved if I were in a so-called off-grid location. Now I'm realizing the reality of things aren't as clear as I thought they would be. Being alone, okay? Being in a small town where I am less likely to come across someone who's on a plant-based lifestyle, okay? These are just some things that I'm dealing with when I'm reflecting on these questions. So, it's a yin and yang situation at all times, in my experience. There's always going to be ups and downs wherever you are, as far as your goals are, okay? There's going to be the light part of that. There's going to be the dark part of that so-called success. Even in the failure, okay? There's going to be the dark side of failure, and there's going to be the successes of failure, because that failure could lead you to something better. So, I understand. This is kind of a vague video, but I have myself perplexed, and not struggling, but just trying to understand more about what it is I want, what it is I really need. So I definitely need more time to reflect on that question. And making these videos they're a blessing. It allows me to see how far I've come since the Holistic Dining Room Table. If you go back 30 videos, I wasn't in the best place, but that allowed me to arrive here. So ultimately, to conclude, I would just like to add whatever situation I find myself in, I've also been experiencing a lot of loss recently. Loss of identity, loss in a relationship, loss of family members, okay? Whatever situation I find myself in tomorrow, today, previously, is to remain grateful, remain eternally grateful for every single chance to experience consciousness. Because what were we doing before this, guys? Many of you remember the void where there's nothing but darkness and an occasional voice. The occasional voice. Okay? So, I'd much rather be out here in the present, in the world, experiencing the loss, okay? Experiencing the gains, and just being able to experience. I really have to conclude it with that, okay? The experience is the best part about this whole situation that we find ourselves in, okay?